With yesterday's impeachment arguments wrapping up early, one of the candidates running for president decided to use that time. Presidential candidate Amy Klobuchar, Minnesota senator, she did jump on a plane, got an event in last night in Iowa. The only one of the senators who decided to pull that off with 5 days to go until the Iowa caucuses. And our own Katie Tur was at the Klobuchar event and then some. So, Katie, who knew that in the middle of the impeachment trial you might actually see a presidential candidate?
You know, the senators had been saying that they want to try and make it out whenever there is a break. And yesterday they ended quite early. So I was wondering who we would see. We did not end up seeing Warren or Sanders. I would assume partially because they've already got ground games in place here. But Klobuchar is somebody who stands to gain a lot by having FaceTime. It took her a little bit longer to get her ground game going here because she didn't have the money in her bank as the other candidates did. So this FaceTime is extremely important. She showed up to Council Bluffs around 7 o'clock, 4 hours notice, packed a bar with about 150 people. I would say there wasn't even standing room. There was barely breathing room in that room, and they were excited to see her. She talked a lot about impeachment, Chuck, which is something I keep hearing on the campaign trail, that nobody wants to hear about impeachment. Well, this crowd did, and they were hanging on her every word. I will say that when people were leaving, I got a few people who told me that they are more seriously considering her after seeing her in person. She had an energy in there that I don't know comes off on the ads, or certainly not the teletown halls. And there were people who said that they were convinced after they walked into that room. So what will it mean for her on caucus night? I did have a chance to catch up with her a little bit before the event, and I asked her about not just impeachment, but what happens when they call witnesses, and what does that mean if she can't be here on caucus day and potentially not in New Hampshire in the lead up before their primary vote in a week and a half from now. Here's what she said.
I have a constitutional duty. I have a job. You know, I don't have the ability to say, oh, let's turn off the TV or go flip the channel and watch cartoons. I don't have that ability. I have a job to do. I am in the arena, and that's what I'm going to do.
Swipe at Pete Buttigieg.
Well, that's, you know, you got to understand, it may not be pretty, but you want to have a president that's willing to take on these tough issues and stand up for the Constitution, and that's what I do.
Chuck, that was a little swipe at Pete Buttigieg, who has been saying at his events that impeachment is so exhausting for people that they just want to shut off the TV and watch cartoons. She doesn't really like hearing that because that is the job that she does.
Hey there, I'm Chris Hayes from MSNBC. Thanks for watching MSNBC on YouTube. If you want to keep up to date with the videos we're putting out, you can click subscribe just below me or click over on this list to see lots of other great videos.